It's just a little show we call Inside the NBA, presented by Kia.
Kia.
And it comes your way live from Studio J here in Atlanta.
It's 1:20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
A.M.
pretty normal, Chuck.
on a Friday morning.
We've only been doing
after a Thursday night doubleheader.
It's officially some birthdays.
Well, one birthday. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
But let's get to some highlights first.
Oh, we're going to watch the same game again?
Yeah, the last time the Raptors and Warriors shared the same floor, June 13th in Oakland. And at night's end, the Raptors were celebrating Toronto's first NBA championship. This season, Toronto, with the second-best record in the East, once again has title hopes. Golden State's season in their new San Francisco home has been forgettable. Durant gone, Klay Thompson out for the season, Steph Curry missing 58 games with a broken left hand. But tonight, for the first time since October 30th, Steph was back in the lineup.
And now, playing his 11th NBA season, out of Davidson, he's back! Number 30, Stephen Curry!
All right, let's see how Steph's night went, shall we?
Oh!
Early on to Marquise Chris.
That was fun to watch tonight.
Come on. And then?
This is awesome.
Oh! He's got Andrew Wiggins inside.
Why are you getting so excited? Oh, that's good right there. Bap.
First try from three, misses again. He will launch, and no good. And Curry was 0 for 3 in the first quarter.
Doesn't mean-
Or 0 for 2 in the first quarter.
No, because
With
he came
three
back, the
assists.
energy was so electric in the building. He actually lifted those guys to play much better.
And he's going to get on the board with that off the glass and one. Made the free throw.
Oh, Norman Powell had himself a night.
He had a career high 37 on the night.
Oh, he can
There
do
you
that,
go.
Kenny. He can do that.
Oh, he shoots that thing. Well, I think the one thing, again,
Watch Terrence Davis, by the way.
this is great.
Oh, woo.
Old Miss
Okay, Robert Pack,
Robert Packish.
Ricky Davis.
Yeah, that's pretty nice right there, young
That's a
John.
good call. That's Ricky Davis.
Yeah.
That was a pretty nice call right there.
You mean the guy?
How about Curry right here? Shot clock winding
No way.
down and not.
Back.
Wait.
11 points in the first half on 3 of 9 and 2 of 7 from deep. Oh, Norman Powell was just lighting it up.
Oh, my goodness. Good kill him, Norman.
23 points in the first half.
But see,
We head to the third quarter.
he just draws so much attention.
Oh,
He makes those young guys' job so much easier. Instead of creating shots,
No way.
that is a 4-point play.
they just
He's
get you.
back.
They closed to 75-70, and then they tighten it up even more.
Just
Good defense turns into that
it's just
from
great.
Marquise Chris.
It's great to have Steph back. We need the league. San Francisco needs it. That's where they play shot.
Powell from Siakam.
Not in Oakland anymore.
That tied his career high at that point.
Kill him,
He
man.
puts
Oh,
it.
give me that.
Andrew Wiggins out of the corner,
future All-Star, Chuck.
down by 1.
With this team, he will be a future All-Star Wiggins.
No way.
You saw Anunoby. You see Ibaka right here going to work
Kill him,
inside.
Serge.
And then Kyle Lowry.
Kill him, Kyle.
Bulldog.
Lowry had 26 on the night.
Man, these guards are just getting killed, though. on Defense. They got to stop somebody.
Steph with a rebound.
Ooh, nice.
Coast to coast.
And
Yeah, Steph look good for limited minutes.
man open in the corner. That's Wiggins again who knocks it down. 2-point game.
Does he start
Boy,
next year?
Pascal
Kenny?
Siakam was
Oh,
really
that
tough down the
was
stretch,
awesome
man.
right there. Yeah, of course he's going to start next year, Chuck.
Had a couple of big buckets late in Siakam en route to his 17-point night, but Norman Powell was the story with 37, a career high, his second 30-point game of the season. Toronto has won 19 of their last 23 and 2 in a row. 10 straight losses at home for the Golden State Warriors as they fall 121 to 113. Curry with 23, 7, and 7 in his return. Hasn't played since October. Missed 58 games, but 23, 7, and 7. And you guys have alluded to the fact, too, it was great to hear that arena pumped up in a fourth quarter. You know, people on their feet and chanting and hoping Golden State could make a move. But Toronto,
I think
when we talk about great coaches, and I'm not going to go overboard, I think what Nick Nurse is doing this year is spectacular. I know my man Taylor in Memphis is doing a fantastic job. Spo's doing a good job. But there's nobody thought the Toronto Raptors would be this good this year.
And I like the fact,
go ahead, Shaq.
I like the fact that Siakam was an underrated player saying, I wants to be the man. They're giving him the throne, and, he's playing beautiful. We all know they already have what it takes to win the championship, but he said, I want to be the man. They gave it to him. And Chuck, I have to agree with you. The coach is doing a great job. But kudos to Siakam for saying, I want to be the man, and taking responsibility.
And those two possessions late, when he took the ball at the top of the key, he said, I'm getting to the rim. This is where I want to be. And he made two.
And we said at the beginning of the season, the one thing we said, we go back to it, we was like, is he good enough to be the man? He's good enough to be the man. And Kyle said something after the game. They don't have all their team. They're going to be a tough out for anybody they play because they are terrifically coached. Masai's put together a great team. They understand their role. I saw Reggie said, and we talked about it at halftime, they're one of the best coached teams in the NBA.
Can he put Steph Curry's night in perspective for me?
I mean, it's the 5 ways to be a superstar. You have to be able to dominate the game in 3 or more, and every night there's scoring, rebound, assist. There's defense, and then there's pace of the game. And Steph Curry can control the pace of the game. You have to play fast when you play against him. He can score, and he can assist. And tonight he rebounded. So 4 out of the 5 categories he dominated.
And as you pointed out in your breakdowns too, he gets the attention of everybody wearing the other uniform.
So, and really 6, because leadership would be part of that. So if you add his leadership to that, then he has 5 out of 6 qualities that the great players in this game have, that are great players.
And as soon as he makes his way to the podium for his comments on his return to Golden State's lineup tonight, we will bring those to you. Meantime, we have more highlights. The Sixers and the Kings still no Embiid and still no Ben Simmons. And
this is easy.
De'Aaron Fox and the Kings tied with the Lakers for the best record since the All-Star break in the West, 6-1.
How in the world? I don't understand this game tonight. Shaq, your guys, you said they're going to make the playoffs. This is really not a good game.
Yeah, you're right, Chuck, not a good game to lose.
You saw Tobias Harris. This is Shake Milton, who's played great with Ben Simmons out.
And Philly had a nice-sized lead. That's what's so disturbing about this game.
But the one thing also, Chuck, is that's why you can't – a nice dunk by Scott. You can't look at best record since All-Star, things like that, only because you played terrible before All-Star.
Ernie, that's Ernie's old bogus stat.
I'm just saying they're 6-1 since the All-Star break. That's pretty good playing for Sacramento.
Yeah, I know that's great playing, but you can't lose with all the Sixers injuries. You cannot be down. I don't know how the hell Philly. They're up 12 with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, they were able to cut it to 6 with Sacramento. Buddy Hield there, and then Harrison Barnes capping an 18-4 run.
So they cut it to 6 with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have been that far down.
And then Philly goes 13-2 on it.
I just don't understand this. If you're trying to make the playoffs and you plan a depleted 6-1 game, no, Shaq, this is the game.
But you lost 125 to 108, and it was 5 minutes to go with the 3 points.
6-point game.
But I'm just saying, though, Shaq, if you're trying to make the
playoffs. You're right.
You can't lose that
games like this
at home.
28-14 for Tobias Harris.
Go, Luke
Shake
Walton.
Milton had 20. Horford had 18, 8, and 6. And the Sixers, who have really struggled on the road, snap a 9-game road losing streak.
Wow.
They are still just 10-23 away from home. So, Eastern Conference standings after Philadelphia's road win. Still 3 behind Miami on the loss side for home court in the first round.
53-9. That's ridiculous.
53-9 for Milwaukee. Toronto goes to 44-18, as well as Toronto is playing still 9 back.
That's unbelievable to be 53-9, man. Shout out to Coach Budenholzer and those guys. 53-9.
And Orlando at 27-35 is the number 8 team right now in that race for the final playoff spot. It's Washington and Charlotte who are 9-10, but they've got 39 and 41 losses.
Can we put that back up again?
Respectively. Yeah.
Please.
We can do that. What would you like to look at?
Well, because we talked last week who was going to get that number 4 spot, and I thought it was going to be Indiana. But they on a little losing streak right now. Philly on a long road trip. Miami's hanging in there, but I still.
I think Miami's it's solid at the 4,
And Kenny.
and Philadelphia is going to be playing them in the first round.
Kenny and Chuck.
No, they would play Boston.
No, Philly would
place
play
spot.
Miami the way it is right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying Philly is not going to hold on against Indiana, in my opinion. 'Cause their next game is at Golden State.
And Kenny and Chuck, Orlando needs to focus on what Brooklyn is doing, try to get that number 7.
Yeah, because that's a death knell going against
They ain't
that
got no
Greek
shot
boy
against
in
the
the
Bucks.
first round of
They don't
playoffs.
have much of a shot against Toronto either.
Yeah, but I'd rather play Toronto than the Bucks.
And listen, listen, I like Milwaukee, but I love Toronto. If you're going to get swept, you might as well get swept in Canada.
We will be back with more on Inside in just a minute. We have more highlights to get to, and also, again,
You got to put that on the
when
board.
Steph Curry speaks, we will listen.
You got to put that on the board, Ernie.
Clippers handing it to the Rockets tonight.
Ernie, I got two